Hi, welcome to Storytime. I'm Marcy Bowden from Valley Unitarian Universalist Congregation, and today's stories are teaching us the wisdom that we can find in Earth-centered traditions. These stories teach us to live in harmony with nature and to celebrate the sacred circle of life. As always, I will be attaching a link for you with a list of storybooks that I found that work for this source of wisdom. I also wanted to let you know that this is the last of our stories that we're going to be posting for the videos for Storytime that we'll be posting. This is the 14th. So there's one for each of the 7 Unitarian Universalist principles, one for Earth Day storybooks, and then this is the 6th of the wisdom storybooks. So let's get started. Today I'm going to introduce you first to Rabbit and Bear Paws. This is part of the Sacred 7 stories that are grandfather teachings that these children take us through. This one's on courage. You can find this series of 7 books and the others that these characters are in at Little Spirit Bear Productions. This book is written by Chad Solomon. Some of the books he co-authors. This one is co-authored with Tanya Leary. So let's meet our main characters. So, Rabbit, a 12-year-old small boy who is always excited and looking for something fun and interesting to do. Younger brother, Bear Paws, is 10. He is a little giant who has already reached the size of an adult. He likes to spend time with his brother Rabbit, playing jokes on people and animals. And this is their friend Strawberry, who is a smart and kind 11-year-old girl who likes to play with her best friends, Rabbit and Bear Paws. So the story begins with Strawberry and Clover Blossom out for a walk on a sunny day. They come across a bear den, and in the den they can see a mother bear and her cub fast asleep. So they tiptoe away. Clover Blossom and Strawberry walked down to the river, and near the river they saw Rabbit and Bear Paws fast asleep. "Wake up!" shouted Strawberry. Strawberry's shouting also woke up Mother Bear and her cub. Mother Bear decided it was time for them to take a bath, and she showed her cub how to roll in the dust. Sorry, can't get one page. Here we go. Well, the boys wanted to take a bath and roll around in the dust too. Bear Paws jumped into the air, and when he landed, poof! Mother Bear and her cub were very hungry, so Mother Bear found a giant anthill. She showed her cub how to dig for ants, and Baby Bear gobbled them all up. The boys wanted to dig for ants too. As they dug, they felt tiny little feet climbing up their legs. Rabbit and Bear Paws found ants in their pants. Then Mother Bear showed her cub how to scratch her back on a tree. This told the other bears that the anthill was their food. Rabbit and Bear Paws scratched their backs on a tree too. "That feels very good," said Rabbit. Mother Bear and her cub were still hungry. They walked down to the river, and Mother Bear showed her cub how to catch a fish. Rabbit and Bear Paws tried to catch some fish too, but the fish were too slippery. Can you guess what's going to happen? Kerplunk! Rabbit and Bear Paws were face to face with Mother Bear and her cub. The bears growled. Rabbit and Bear Paws were very nervous. "Run, Bear, run!" screamed Rabbit. Bear Paws screamed back, I am! Rabbit and Bear Paws ran as fast as they could. Chasing the boys was a lot of work. Mother Bear decided it was time for another nap. Mother Bear carried her cub back to the den and fell fast asleep. Finally, Clover Blossom and Strawberry found Rabbit and Bear Paws fast asleep near the river beside the anthill, under the tree. The end. Here's a list of well, not a list, a picture that shows all of the 7 books in the Sacred 7 series. So, learning courage from the mother bear. This next book that I have for you is called Bow Wow, Powwow. Sorry, my light's making a reflection on it. There it is. By Brenda Child. This book is also translated into the language of the Ojibwa natives, and the language I believe is Algonquin. So you'll see as I turn the pages that it's written in English and in the Algonquin. So here's the title page. So let's see what this book can teach us. If Marcy can turn the pages. Here we go. Bow wow, bow wow. When Windy Girl saw a lively puppy barking at a painted turtle down by the lake, she knew she had found a dog that could make her laugh. Itchy Boy was a good dog, curious and brave, but never quiet. He barked at rabbits, he barked at raccoons, he barked at porcupines, he even barked at a mosquito. Itchy Boy always barked loudest when Uncle's green pickup rolled into the yard. When they went ice fishing, he barked at the fathead minnows Windy put on her line. Windy Girl and Itchy Boy knew that Uncle's pickup truck was the best place for stories. Windy especially liked to hear about the powwow. Sometimes Uncle remembered things from when he was a boy. You can see all the little ideas of the stories in the corners. Uncle told Windy, a long time ago, right before the powwow, dancers went from house to house, singing. They always sang the same song. We are like dogs, we are like dogs. People smiled and handed out gifts of food, maple sugar candy, and beads. The story reminded Windy of Itchy Boy. For Windy Girl and Itchy Boy, the best days of summer ended at the powwow. Windy ate popcorn and blueberry snow cones, listened to the singers and watched the dancers. Itchy Boy and the other dogs roamed around the grounds. When a powwow is very good and people are happy to be together singing and dancing, it sometimes lasts late at night. Fortunately, all children and dogs love to fall asleep under the northern lights while listening to the steady beat of the drum. One night, Windy had a weird and wonderful dream about a special powwow. Windy dreamed about the elders who taught her to offer tobacco to express gratitude and to dance for those that are unable to dance. She dreamed about the veterans in the grand entry bearing flags, wounds from the wars. She dreamed about a drum group visiting from out west. Do you see why this story is a little weird? Are there humans doing these things? She dreamed about the traditional dancers dancing their style. She dreamed about the grass dancers treading the northern earth. She dreamed about the jingle dress dancers stepping softly on the ground. She dreamed about the fancy dancers twirling bodies of color. She dreamed about the tiny tots learning to move in tempo. She even dreamed about the powwow stands selling Indian fast food. Powwow, bow wow, Itchy Boy's bark and the powwow announcer's voice stirred Windy awake. Last dance tonight, folks. Everyone come out into the arena. There's the big group dancing. So interesting, weird dream that she had, isn't it? That night, Windy Girl understood the powwow is always in motion, part old and part new, glittering and plain, but still wonderful, almost like a dream. I hope you enjoyed these stories. Let me know if you have any questions. Great to have been able to put these videos up for you. I hope you've enjoyed them.